Hey everybody, welcome back to Listen Sweetie. We got Daniel here.
Hello.
In the studio. We have Jota back, but he's not back just today. He's back forever and ever. We stole him from Evelyn. Sorry, Evelyn.
Not sorry.
Sorry, not sorry.
No, but we want to have him as part of the show. And Daniel and I decided to invite him. He accepted. He had no choice.
Our parents made him.
Made him? Yeah.
Actually, our parents made us.
You ruined the joke, man, you dumbass.
That's okay.
Our parents made him. Yeah. What do you know about that?
Mom and Dad were like, your brothers need help with their podcast. You better help them. But no. And I also want to say thank you for having me back, Daniel.
What the frick is wrong with you?
I wasn't here last episode, man.
Yeah, that was a... I definitely noticed you were gone.
Oh, no, but that's what I'm saying. Thank you for having me back. For letting me back into your room. That's what I mean.
Yeah, I almost didn't let that happen. That's like, what, weeks of distancing.
I don't know, man. It's not been that long, but okay.
Weeks?
No, it's not been weeks. I'm exaggerating. It felt like weeks.
Yeah, it did feel like weeks. But let's get into the topics for today. We're going to talk about entertainment.
Bad about it?
About it. Yeah. See, this is what it does to you. This is what happens when you get sick. You start speaking in tongues and stuff.
Don't you always use your tongue to speak?
No.
Not how I do it.
No, but yeah. We're going to talk about sports. We're going to talk about TV. We're going to talk about COVID. We're going to talk about life.
Life?
Yeah, all of it. So, buckle up. Buckle up, everybody.
This is episode number 4.
5.
5?
5.
Isn't it 5 already?
Yes, it's 5. It's right
man.
there. It's on the title.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, 5th episode. I didn't know that either. So, but at the same time, we have like over 200 downloads. I don't know what that means. I don't know what it just doesn't say views. I'm confused with the website that we have chosen, Daniel. But it says over 200 downloads is what it says every time I get an email.
This is the most popular one. Not the show. The website.
The website.
Yeah.
Just the website. Whatever, Daniel. Okay, let's just get right into the topics. We heard Daniel start speaking Italian over here.
It's a fragile. Italian or something.
But yeah, we are going to talk about like promised, as we promised last episode.
2 episodes ago.
2 episodes ago. Yeah, because Daniela, thank you for filling in since you're listening. You better be listening. If you're listening is what I meant to say. But
If you're not too busy doing little things.
tiny things.
Oh, tiny things.
But yeah, we
Look at you guys.
we're gonna be talking about sports. We said we were gonna do that. Let's start off with Mike Tyson versus Roy Jones Jr. Did you guys watch the fight?
I wanted to watch the fight, but I forget what we did that night. Evelyn and I, it wasn't important enough, I guess, or it wasn't as, what do you call it?
The ladies call it the Terminator.
They do call it the Terminator. It wasn't as exciting as I thought I was gonna get super excited the closer it got to the fight time, but I didn't. But I heard it was a good fight.
I didn't get a chance to watch it either. I was otherwise occupied.
Yeah, I watched it. I watched it online though for free. And it was a good fight. It was the rules were weird as we talked about it last time. There were like no knockdowns, there were not supposed to be any cuts on. If there was a cut, they were going to be stopping the fight.
What?
Those were some of the rules, but because it's an exhibition. And it wasn't like a title fight or anything like that, even though I think there's titles given at the end. I fell asleep after the fight ended.
It was 12 rounds?
No, it was 8 rounds, I think. 8 rounds of 2 minutes each round, so it's a minute shorter than regular. But they looked good for over 50-year-olds. Both of them, I think one of them is 50 and the other one's 54 or something like that. I forget which one's which, but they're both old, and they were very good, very agile. I mean, they both could still take punches. Why are you laughing?
Nothing.
What?
I just heard you say something else.
I heard that dick.
Yes, that's what I heard.
The what? They were very agile. I don't know what you're all talking about, but yeah, they were good. They were able to go the distance, and I think they called it a draw at the end.
I heard Mike Tyson broke his back.
Was it spinal?
It's spinal.
That's a old Mike Tyson joke, but no, it was good. I think they're gonna maybe do it again. They said
It sounded to me like they both ran out of money, and this is a quick way to get money.
That's usually that's what it is with these exhibition matches. I think that they just do it for the money, mostly nostalgia. Obviously, people are gonna buy into it.
Like with the McGregor and Mayweather fight, right? I mean, they were both boasting about how much money they make for one fight. Mayweather.
I mean, they make a lot of money.
It's
Like,
true.
Boxing, they make millions in one night. Like, nobody makes that money. I mean, not a lot of sports make that money in one fight.
That's
like
true.
one outing. Like, you come out one time. I mean, they're putting their lives on the line anyway. But at the same time, I don't know that necessarily merits the amount of money that they get. But they do get a lot of money. But Mike Tyson, I think, has got a club, or not a club, what do you call it? A promotion, where he's getting old fighters to come back and fight for exhibition matches. So that he's doing that as a business.
That's cool. That's definitely cool.
I mean, boxing and sports in general is a business, of course. Everyone does it because, yeah, they love the sport, but they also like the money. But I guess the one question I have, since I didn't watch the fight, is, was the draw like justified? Was it a justified draw? Was it like an exciting and you can decide between either one of them, or was it just boring? Or are they just trying to squeeze money for a
Second fight?
rematch?
Yeah. No, I think it was justified. I think the better fighter, there wasn't a clear better fighter. I think Mike Tyson definitely had more power shots as expected, but Roy Jones was able to take them, you know. I think he's the younger one, actually, now that I'm thinking about it. He's younger than Mike Tyson. So he was faster, I think, at being able to like get out of the way. Yeah. And also, but you know, Mike Tyson's quick. He's, you know,
he's a freaking beast.
Yeah, he's a machine. So just that and the fact that he fought back, he hit him with some good hooks. I think the interviews after that I watched the next day because I couldn't stay awake for the whole thing to like unravel. But yeah, it was interesting. I would watch it again if it came. I don't think I'd pay the money. I would do the same thing I did this time. I would usually watch it on those websites, you know. But if there's a fight that would come along that I like, I pay for them. Like when we watched
the Mayweather and
McGregor.
Yeah,
we watched that. I mean,
we pay for most McGregor fights.
Pacquiao fights too.
Pacquiao.
If we don't pay for him, we go to like the Buffalo Wings or something where they'll have it. They'll show it.
Yeah, it's always a fun time. You know, getting a bunch of friends, eating pizza, ordering wings. Call it pay-per-view.
What?
Don't you remember they made fun of that in Holmes?
Yeah. Good old what's his name? Will Ferrell.
Will Ferrell's obviously one of my favorite comedians, man. He's the best.
Hilarious. But yeah, so that was a good fight. I'm sure there's places that are like online you can find a fight. I don't know if it's on YouTube because it's pay-per-view and stuff, but
I'm pretty sure there's at least
the highlights
fight on YouTube.
Check it out. I mean, it was fun. It was fun. The card under it is YouTube star against like former like I think
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul and an NFL player. He was I think NFL player or NBA player, basketball player.
Yeah. I saw like a quick clip or like in a photo of that, but yeah.
There's a lot of memes. The guy got knocked out twice.
Freak.
Yeah.
Like the guy Robinson, I think is his last name. He got hurt real bad because he was on the floor for a long time. And Logan is it?
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul. Yeah, he's gonna fight Mayweather.
Yeah,
I heard of that.
That's the next big fight.
Yeah, he's gonna take it to him.
I hope Mayweather gets his ass handed to him. I don't like either of them, but
I didn't even know, what does he do, Logan Paul?
He was a YouTuber, like
Like fighting like a boxer?
No. So Logan Paul and Jake Paul, they're two brothers, and I may be wrong, but I think they do some sort of like gaming. Maybe they did a little bit of gaming, but basically what they do is they just live kind of extravagant lives, and they vlog that. Yeah, they just do all sorts of stupid things, and one of them, I forget which one, if it was Jake or Logan, but one of them recorded himself in this forest in Japan.
Yeah.
I forget the name of the forest now, but that forest is known for like the suicides that people go there to commit suicide essentially, and he was just filming himself, and I guess recording all these other dead bodies, and he got in a lot of trouble for that. So I mean, I think that was like negative press for him, but that actually took him up. Like that brought him more attention.
There's no such thing as bad publicity.
Exactly. So now he reached this like status of he can't do any wrong. I mean, people hate him. People really don't like him, but they still watch him, and
it's idiotic.
It's stupid, but he's able to make something out of it, which is something that you can at least applaud him and another very big YouTuber, KSI or Legitimacy. This is the
what did you just say?
KSI or Legitimacy.
What the hell is that?
It's this famous. If you've ever Googled FIFA YouTube channels, there's this kid from. When I watched him, it was this kid from the UK. He'd make the funniest FIFA videos, and they're the ones like if you've seen like it was like, oh Ronaldo, you're behind me. I'm just gonna fix my socks, and he bends down. It's all like FIFA video game, footage that he kind of like dubs over it to make it funny. So anyway, that guy grew. He's a big YouTuber, and obviously Jake and Logan Paul are huge YouTubers, and they actually had a fight.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah,
I think that's when he decided to become an actual boxer.
Yeah, he said he likes it. He said he enjoys it, and he's gonna continue to do it and gonna make a career out of it. That's what he said. I'm not sure if it's because of the money or if he truly likes it. But he was in shape, and I think this is his second professional fight. I think that was, and he definitely had the better hand because he put the guy down twice, and then the last time he couldn't get up for a while. So
I honestly don't know how these guys do that. Both UFC, MMA, boxing, kickboxing, all of them, man. They're getting paid to take a beating if they can't dish the beating.
I mean, I would take a beating for sure for half that amount of money. I have no doubt about that.
Then why don't you do it?
No one's gonna pay me to get my ass beat like that. Then when I see someone who's like popular or someone who's hated, because these guys are hated. I mean, what's his name? Mayweather. He's really good at what he does, but he's also hated by a lot of people.
Very, very true, yes.
Yeah, he's hated by a lot of people. I don't know why, but a lot of people don't like him. But he's really good at what he does. Same thing with Logan Paul. I mean, you can say that, he's pretty much built himself out of nothing because he was just a YouTuber, and now he's, fighting all these pros. So, Yeah,
but I mean, his name is really what gave him the fights. Like, the fact that he was a famous YouTuber is the only reason that people were like, oh, you know what? I want to see him fight.
Yeah, maybe we should start fighting.
Yeah, with our 250
viewers.
Yeah, they're definitely gonna pay big bucks to see that.
Yeah, once this podcast reaches stardom levels, then maybe I'll be tweeting out like, hey, who's there? Who's ready to fight me?
Yeah, who wants to fight me?
Calling out people.
But
yeah, that was fun. So check it out if you haven't. If you don't like fighting, don't check it out.
Right, dude?
No, a lot of people don't like it. I mean, I know a couple of friends that don't like fighting. They don't like that.
You don't understand it?
They're not like fans of it. It's mostly coworkers. Coworkers that don't like it. But
female coworkers or
no, both male and female. Doesn't matter. It's the.
I get it. I mean, why would you want to see someone fight?
Yeah.
I mean, at the same time, it's kind of like that schoolyard mentality. Why go tell a teacher when you can join a fight?
I don't know about that.
Okay.
I don't know what you're talking about, Daniel.
What you talking about, Daniel? You lost me there.
Yeah. Anyway.
So, speaking of losing, though, Daniel, what's up with the Washington football team?
What do you mean, man? We beat the freaking Steelers undefeated this entire season so far, and Washington freaking takes them down.
I don't know about takes them down, but they beat them.
What was
I
the
applaud
score?
them for that.
24-17.
Is that how much is that?
That's a touchdown, no field goal.
So
No,
one
field
touchdown.
goal.
No, 24-14.
24-17.
24-17 is
Plus 7. 17 plus 7.
sorry, 23-14. 23-14.
Was it?
Yeah, 23.
Okay, I forget the score, but yeah, I know they. I watched the whole thing. I don't even know how I forgot the thing, but yeah, it was a good game. They were able to hold him down, and then they forced a fumble, I think, at the last play, and then they kept it that way. Yeah, 23-17.
23-17, yeah.
Yeah,
Mm.
and it's all from that. I mean, I don't know that Alex Smith is the only reason they're winning, but I mean, he came back, and then I think he turned around, and hopefully they keep it up because they've been better than they have, in this beginning of the season, definitely. But at the same time, I think they are not in the best division. They're not in the best division ever. You want me to go up?
No. Anyway, whatever. Washington football team, like they're the underdogs in almost every game. I honestly watch them, but don't expect them to win. And when they do win, it's freaking exciting. There's a rush of adrenaline that I have. I can conquer the world.
Yeah. So a lot like the Bolivian national soccer team.
Or Manchester United.
Yeah.
It's crazy, but yeah, it was good. It was a good game. I mean, and then the day before, 2 days before, Sunday, Patriots won 45-0.
What the freak would happen? Did the other team not show up?
They beat the Chargers. I think that was one of the biggest, different score differences that I've seen in a while. But I could be wrong. I'm not a big football fan. I watch it every once in a while. But yeah, it was exciting. I'm a Patriots fan, I guess you could say. That's my team. I like to follow them. Mostly because of Tom Brady, but
No longer there.
no longer there. But we don't need him there. We got Cam Newton.
Okay. Do you think that the Washington football team is doing better because they changed their name?
I don't think so, man. I don't think the name has nothing to do with it, but but they did change their name. You're right. How do you like that? You're a fan.
I like them being called the Washington Redskins. I thought the logo looked cool. I didn't see it as offensive, but apparently people found it offensive. So I get that they changed the name. I wish they didn't, but they did. So still a fan.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah. I think my honest opinion is if at any point in time your team has to change the name for whatever reason, and just because that doesn't make you happy, you say, "Oh, that's it. I'm gonna stop following them because that's not my team." Well, then I don't think you're really a true fan, because no matter what, if you're a fan of something, if you love something or a certain team or even a certain player, no matter what they do, no matter what they go through, maybe they say something that you don't like, you're still gonna like that person or that team or what they do or what they represent. So. I mean, I don't mind the name change, but then again, I don't think I have a say because it doesn't. I don't find it offensive.
Yeah,
I don't find it offensive myself because it doesn't affect me. But if it was called the Washington Wetbacks or something like that, then maybe I would be like, I don't know. But then I think it will get more people if it's called that.
I would be upset at the name change or at that name.
The name change?
No,
Keep the Washington Wetbacks.
No, I would be upset at that name if it was called the Washington Wetbags. Change it or not, I'd still be a fan. The only reason I'm really a fan of Washington is because we live literally right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Support your local team.
That's the only team that's around here. I mean, the Ravens, I guess, is also close by, but
That's more of a Maryland team, though, right?
Yeah, it's more of a Maryland team.
Yeah, but I mean, I think it's offensive. That's the thing, and it's not. I mean, it's hard for us to relate to it because we're not.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think even if you don't you can understand that the Redskins, like, it's like an offensive. They're trying to, what's it called? Make them seem less, I guess, by calling them that. You know, yeah,
derogatory.
Yeah.
Derogatory term.
And that's the thing. I think that's where, you know, because just like it also comes down to like something that I saw not yesterday, 2 days ago. You must have seen it. The one for Istanbul versus PSG.
Oh,
The game got postponed because the fourth ref like called one of the assistant coaches from the Istanbul team black. He said that like the
black guy.
Yeah, there was an altercation on the sidelines. The referee from the main ref came out and is trying to like sort out what happened, and he asks the fourth referee who's the one that's causing the problem or supposed to be getting carded or something like that. Mm-hmm. And he says the black guy, and he's like, "Why are you calling me the black guy?" But he said it in Romanian, which I think in Romanian is like in Spanish negro, which just means black.
Oh, yeah.
So he's like, "Why me? Why is it going to be the black guy or something like that?"
So for our non like Spanish listeners, negro it just means the color black. It's not an offensive slur. You know what I meant.
It's the color black.
But yeah, so it's like, I mean, at first I agree. I mean, I think it's a good thing that they did that. So what happened is, let me finish the story. So everybody stopped. You know, both teams decided to leave the field and said we're not going to continue until that guy is kicked out because he's being racist. You know, and they've been moving towards like no racism. You know, they're kneeling on every game. They're like kneeling down and starting the game like that, and for that to happen on that game, and then so they left, and then Istanbul, the team that was the coach that was offended, decided they're not going to come on, and then PSG said if they're not coming on, we're not coming on, and that was I think Neymar and Mbappe were two of the players that spoke out, and then both of them are black, darker skinned, right? Yeah. So they're supporting each other. And they postponed the game till yesterday, and they played yesterday. Istanbul still lost 5-1, I think. But
they got destroyed.
But yeah, so that's kind of like that. All that to say that the point is like how you say it to someone. It really matters, right? And sometimes that doesn't even matter. It's how they take it. Let me say that because how they take it. Because I don't know. I don't think there's video of how he said it to the guy. But if he just as asking like which one, and then he's describing him using that word, I guess he took it as being called the N-word, I guess, or something like that, and he's like, why are you calling me like that? Why can't you say blah blah? But then again, amongst everybody that was there, if you saw the video, I think he's the only one that's black, and that's one way to point him out. Like, who should I if I'm asking you, who should I go and like card him or whatever, that's the one way to point him out. They go the black guy there. And I don't mean any negative anything on it. I don't mean that he's less. I don't mean anything. I'm just saying this guy right here. I guess you could use the guy with the yellow shirt, right? You could use that. I don't know, but
that's a weird thing. Like, I mean, here I could say the African American, but I mean that's not going to be true
in England.
Yeah, exactly.
Look at this African American. Like, I'm from England.
So
no, yeah, I see. You see what you
mean? So, like, I mean.
And I think is also the fact that he said it in his original language, Romanian. I forget. I think it's negro, something like that. Something with those.
So he said negro to the guy, like that black guy.
Yeah, he said. I think he asked him. He's like, who's the one that's like needs the card or something like that? And he goes like, the black one. That's.
Oh, I see.
So the guy is the only black guy that you could see in that shot, and he's like, "Why are you calling me negro?" And then that's the one thing you hear in the video. It's like, "Why are you calling me negro? Well, why you guys say negro or something like that?" And then he keeps going at it, and then everybody heard it.
I saw that. I mean, I remember hearing because I was following that. I was watching the other game that was important that day. I think it was Juventus versus Barcelona. Yeah. And during halftime, they did a little, I guess, side show for that game that was being played at the same time. And they did show...
the altercation.
The whole thing. But the guy asked, like, why he said why does it have to be the black guy? Why don't you say that white guy or that white man over there? So he was kind of saying like why you have to say white black guy, and why don't you ever say that white guy over there? I mean that was his argument. I didn't know it was like that though. Like to point a difference between like there's a bunch of people there and which one did it, and you point out the most obvious way to identify that person. But then that also goes with, I mean, there's been a lot of trouble in a lot of different situations when it's regarding to race, in any way within the sport. I guess to give you an example, Luis Suarez, he's from Uruguay, he's from South America, and being from South America, you are in South America. We use things in a very, I guess, in an ignorant way. You can say it. That's just how we grow up. Mm-hmm. If we see someone who's fat, we call him gordito or gordo. If you see someone like my skin complexion, which is darker skin, I'm not light skin, they will call me negrito. Or if I'm the darkest, even though I might not be like the darkest ever, but if I'm like the darkest in my group of friends, they will call me negrito, whomever it is.
Yeah, they call mom negrita.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a term of endearment. Yeah. So if you call someone that, and they don't know you, I mean, you have to understand too that you can't just be calling that. It's a whole lot of like cultural clash.
Yeah, like, even within South America, I was helping in my job. I was helping this one lady who only spoke Spanish. So of course I would speak Spanish to her. Mm-hmm. And she asked me to pull up. She asked me to pull up her account, and she didn't have her account number or something like that. So I asked her, what's your name? And she tells me her name. And I don't remember the names, but let's just say her name was Jennifer, and she says Melissa to me. So I say, oh, I see last name Jennifer. She's like, oh, yeah, that's me. I'm like, oh, so in Spanish I said, Melissa is your nickname. Es tu apodo. And she looked at me like I just murdered her family or something. Like, I'm not even joking. She looked me dead in the eyes like, what did you just say to me? And I was like, tu apodo, your nickname. Mm-hmm. And she goes, oh, nickname. Okay. No. And then she explains to me that in her country, which is still in South America, apodo was kind of like saying her slut name.
What?
Yeah. And
Mi nombre de puta. Like that?
I didn't know what that, like, I didn't know why she looked so offended, but the entire conversation after that was very professional. Like, I didn't say anything else other than help her with her transaction.
You should have been like, excuse me, ma'am, where are you from? That sluts have
They have particular names.
You have so many sluts that you have names.
But I was like, oh my god, no, I'm sorry, no, that in Bolivia that apodo means nickname.
I think everywhere.
Well, she obviously not where she was from, because she legit looked at me.
Maybe she just misheard you.
I said apodo. How could you mishear me?
Puta, I don't know, man.
Yeah,
oh, maybe you're right. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, but with your perfect Latin accent.
Yeah, my thick American accent might have thrown her off.
You're Spaniard. Yeah, it's all fe. But yeah, no, man. What were we talking about?
Race.
Oh yeah, race. And the Redskins, and how that name got changed, which I think is fine. I think a lot of names in America are gonna change because of it, like the Indians, and there's baseball teams. I think hockey teams that may change names. I think
the Chiefs didn't change their name.
Chiefs. Yeah. I mean, that's the thing is like it's gonna happen. But I don't know. I mean, one thing is offensive to some, others are not offended by it. But because some are offended, some are offended by it. I guess we all have to kind of like adapt. I guess.
But I don't know how it's offensive though. So like for instance, take this. A lot of military helicopters or military equipment in general, they're named after Native American tribe names. Yeah, like the Apache, the Comanche, the Tomahawk, the Chinook. All these are like badass military vehicles that are used, to pretty much to kill people. They're seen as like very heroic vehicles. Very iconic. And I don't hear anyone complaining about those. Is it because they're they have certain heroic nature to them. Like, why is it that the Redskins is saying the Redskins is the same thing as saying the Comanches, right? Or am I wrong?
No, I think the Redskins is just what the Cowboys called the Redskins. It's like those. It's like saying the black guy because they have red skin. So
Gotcha.
the guy is not. It wasn't a tribe. It wasn't.
Oh, I thought it was a tribe.
I thought it was a tribe.
No, Redskins is not. It's not a tribe. Look it up.
So the Chiefs should be okay then, because I don't know, because Chief has been kind of normalized throughout the years. Because like you can call someone hey Chief, like oh Chief. It's kind of like calling someone hey you Highness, almost like you're like boss.
Yeah, you're the
boss man. Yeah.
Yeah, the Redskins I don't think was a tribe. I think all of them were described as the Redskins because of the color of their skin.
Jamie, can you look that up?
Who's Jamie? What the freak?
Joe Rogan podcast listeners will understand me.
Right? Did you find anything? Well, Daniel's looking it up. Yeah, that's the thing. Going to be a thing that's going to happen. It's going to continue to change.
Yeah.
Names are going to change. But, I think one team that needs to be changed, their name is Liverpool.
Why?
I mean, who wants to be part of the pool of livers? My buddy is gonna find a kick out of that one.
We should actually. There's a list of like funny names. One of and for those of you guys who don't know, there's in South America there's this team called the Newell's Old Boys. That's a soccer team. It sounds really stupid, but it's an actual soccer team. The Newell's Old Boys. Newell's Old Boys. Yep.
That's the weirdest thing I've ever heard.
Daniel,
what?
Weirder than watching the football team?
That's a placeholder. I think they're gonna go with Red Wolves.
Yeah, I like that. I like that.
Then you're gonna hear PETA like complaining. That's an insult to the the Wolves. Anyway, yeah.
PETA's gonna complain.
Yeah, PETA. I looked into the Washington, and you're right. That's just the way that they described them when the colonists first got to the new land.
It's like calling the Brownskins. That's how it is. Like if they
Isn't
had
there a team called the Cleveland Browns.
I made that argument too. But I don't know that they're talking about the people though. I think they're talking about the animal.
Like brown bear.
Yeah, like the brown bear or something like that. So that's the thing, because this is specific to like a person. Their logo, it's the Redskin. You can't go like, oh no, we're talking about the skin.
But again, I like the Redskins because it shows part of their culture. I mean, to me, their logo is badass.
I mean,
it is.
The thing is, it has a lot of history. It does, and I think it's tough to let go. But at the same time, like
you have to understand it.
People are offended by it.
Yeah.
Not everybody is okay with it. Not everybody's offended by it. But at the same time, if like there's a good number of people that are offended by it, I mean, actually, even if it's not a good number, it's offensive.
Yeah, I mean, if someone was to call us to call us out, like Marjorie said earlier, like wetbacks, while like we're out in public, I would have a few choice words.
Yeah, a few.
Just a few.
Okay, can we get a taste of your choice words?
Shut up.
I saw this other thing when they were talking about changing the names. Like the Patriots, for example, right? What they did was this dude, the Redskins. Sorry, not the Patriots. This dude took the Redskins logo and made it into a Caucasian guy.
Oh yeah.
And then people were like, some of them that didn't realize it were like, oh yeah, the Redskins, whatever. And then when they saw that it was a white guy, like, and then the name of instead of writing Redskins, is said Caucasian, people were offended by it. Like the white people were offended by it.
Ah, see, that's a good little experiment.
Yeah,
that's weird. I don't,
because they're like, why are you putting that on your shirt? And then I mean, at that point you realize, if you're not comfortable with us using the color of your skin and describing just the race that you are, by, it's not offensive to call someone Caucasian. You can go.
That's their
right.
Yeah,
that's how. Right.
Yeah, that's how you describe someone.
And then like if you use that and say, okay, if I can't call you Caucasian, like, or put that on the team shirt, and then you're using something that's actually offensive to say, like,
yeah, okay,
Redskins.
So yeah, that does in that way it does make sense. But for me, if someone, I don't. How would you describe us?
Mexicans?
Okay, no, come on. No, like I mean to put on like in the same way they put Caucasians on that shirt.
Oh, brown skins. I don't know.
Brown boys.
Brownies. I don't know, man.
Well, either way, like if it showed like a Hispanic guy and as a the Washington logo, honestly, I think I would be okay with it. I would feel proud of it. Like,
I mean, like if they called the team Latinos, if they called the team Mexican, I wouldn't have a problem with it. Just like I don't have a problem with a lot of things, but there's a lot of people that may.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, so
I think for us, we're just we were raised in a different time. We were raised in a time where there was no right, and I don't care what you call me necessarily, but at the same time, I respect the fact that others care. And if you tell me ones that you don't like to be called that, I may make a mistake one time, but then at the same time, if you tell me you don't care, I mean, you care how you're addressed, I would be like, okay.
Yeah, but I mean, you can't I can't go up to you and say like I don't know something like if you were a stranger, I came up to you and hey like how he said negrito, right? You say, hey man, don't call me that. Mm-hmm. I'll say, oh okay, I'm sorry, I won't do that again, and then leave it at that.
Oh god, I have a story about that actually.
Okay.
So the year was 2004. So this was like 8th grade, right? And just I guess a little bit of a background story. We came to this country, I think when I was like 5th or 6th grade. 7th grade. 7th grade and 8th grade. So my English was really bad. We were all put in ESL classes. So basically what that was is anyone who didn't know any English was put together in this set of courses, and they would teach you English as best as they could. And you were mixing with everybody, not just Latinos,
Yeah.
All over the country, all over the world, I mean. So I had this friend. He was from Nigeria. His name is Nelson. And a bunch of other people, a bunch of other kids, and we all, obviously everyone had nicknames. And this guy was, he was Nigerian, so he was black. And one of his nicknames, actually his nickname was Negrito. And that's what we would call him, Negrito. And I think you remember him.
Yeah,
Nelson. Coolest guy. He was amazing at soccer. And so throughout our entire, middle school career, we would call him Negrito with the most love. I really respected that guy because I thought he was the coolest person. Like, he had like all these cool little tricks, not only with the ball, but like he would, he was always like singing. He had a really nice voice. And that was the first person that I could think that that I could really hear his voice, and I could tell that guy, if he continued, he would become something huge.
Did you get lost in his voice?
I got lost in his voice.
Sounds like your dream guy.
No, he was a really cool guy.
Okay,
so I'm just trying to explain that I really respected this guy. So to me, that nickname was like nothing. It was a term of endearment. So fast forward to high school freshman year. And I was scared. I'm an introvert and I'm very shy. So when I went to high school, I was lost. I always had my brother Ronald by my side, and freshman year was crazy for me. I was lost. So months pass, and I'm walking down the hallways, and I'm still trying to make friends. And who do I see? I see Nelson, like all the way down the hallway. I don't think he spotted me, but so I call him the only thing I know how to call him, a term of endearment. And I'm like, Grito, like I open up my arms and I shouted his name and I'm like, yeah, like really happy to see him.
Yeah.
And then he looks at me, and as I get closer, he looks at me like serious, and he, dead in the eye. He just told me, don't ever call me that again. And that was the last time I ever spoke to him. Like, not because I cut him off, but because, he was completely offended. I mean, I was oblivious to the fact that, maybe that, I don't know, maybe he'd been through stuff or maybe he figured out what the name was. I thought he knew. I don't know. But that was what we used to call him, as a nickname, as a term of endearment. And that changed. And, that actually, that opened my eyes to, the things that we say can actually have a big impact.
Yeah, I mean, sticks and stones might break my bones, but words can hurt people. I mean,
like Ronald was saying, if anyone was ever to call me anything like that, Obviously,
You'd have a few choice words.
no, well, I don't know. Unless I really wanted to pick a fight with someone, I don't know. I don't think, like, if someone was to call me a wetback, like, I've been called, many different, like, derogatory terms in a soccer field.
Yeah.
Many times. Like, when I let my mustache grow, like, I've been called Mexican,
I didn't even know you had facial hair.
Yeah, a little bit. You know what I'm talking about. you know my cantinflas. So, and if I feel like fighting, I'll be like, yeah, what the fuck did you call me? Like, I act all offended. But, I really am not. Because and this is my honest opinion, I really think that in order to battle racism,
Ignorance.
is to show a certain form of indifference.
Don't be what they expect you to be. Don't react the way they want you to react.
Exactly, because when they say something nasty to you, and
they're trying to get a rise out of you.
Yeah, you have to be strong, and I guess this is, I don't know. I'm not trying to put myself in anyone's shoes, and I'm not trying to say like, oh, you guys have it easy, just do this. I am not, but what I'm saying is what works for me, and what I do is like, I ignore it, and I know I am not like that little thing that they're trying to make me out to be, and I know that I'm better than that. So with that, I ignore them. And if they say they're gonna try to continue to say something racist, and I'm not gonna react, and that's gonna make them less powerful, or they're gonna try to find other ways, I guess. But you take power away from them.
Yeah, don't give the word power for what they're calling you. I mean, it's just. But I mean, at the same time, like, we have to try to change society by correcting them. Like if you saw your friend again and you called him Negrito or Nelson, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm pretty sure you'd apologize. Hey, man, I'm sorry. I didn't know that's what that meant. Or that
no,
was,
no.
I'm sorry. I knew what that
I
meant.
didn't know what it meant.
Sorry, I'm sorry, man. That I didn't know that you found that offensive. In Bolivia, we see it as a way to say, hey, you're one of my dearest friends.
I don't think it's that. I think it is that he maybe told his people, or maybe some other friends kind of like woke him up and said, they're being racist to you. When we were not being racist to him.
Yeah, I can see that.
You know what I mean? Like, we weren't being racist to him. And Ronald can vouch for me. We have not a single bone of racism. Well, we're not in that racism, like we want to hurt people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we don't. When we say something, like when we say something racist here, for example, right? We're not trying to make anybody uncomfortable, because that's not the point of what we're doing. Racism is a real thing, and I think all of us agree that,
yeah.
Right? And it's not like, but at the same time, like what I was saying earlier is, like, I don't like the things that other people find racist. I don't necessarily find racist, but if you tell me that that's racist to you and that offends you, then I understand, and I'll take that as a thing to learn about and learn from, because we don't know what we don't know, right? And then there's that's the thing. We have to be able to absorb what other people are telling you, and if they're telling you that what you're saying is offensive, and maybe you can explain to them why you're not trying to be offensive, and maybe then they'll understand that you're not being offensive, and they will allow you to continue to do whatever it is that you call them, maybe. If not, and then you're still truly good friends, then they will be okay with what you call them. I have friends, two of my best friends, right, are one's from Ethiopia, the other one's from Iraq. Right, we say the most racist things to each other. Like we've said it, right? Jota knows. We call each other like crazy things, and I don't I'm not gonna say any of those here because I don't want to make anyone uncomfortable that's listening to it. But we know that it comes from a place we're just joking around, we're jousting around, and it's kind of like that's how guys do. We don't show love by like hugging each other necessarily all the time. We are like we stab each other with like words. We joke, and that's how we do. That's how we communicate. At least that's how we've done it. Like even here at home, the three of us, even Daniela is such tough skin because of the three of us. We don't like treat it any differently. But all that to say that we don't, when we talk about racism and the things that come of it, it's a true thing. we understand it, and we never want to minimize it or make it less for anybody that may be going through something different that we haven't experienced.
Yeah.
But yeah.
But with the whole movement, the BML movement?
Yeah, BML.
BLM. Sorry. God,
Get with it, man.
Lives Matter movement.
stupid, man. Anyway, with that movement, we directly, not especially where we live, we don't see that on the day to day because everyone's generally, we're in a very populated area where we can hang out. Occasionally, we'll see some acts of that, but it's never.
I mean, they happen close, like Washington D.C. There's a big movement. Is that what you're talking about? We never saw any of them.
No, but I mean, we don't really on where we are from, or at least from school. I've never seen any acts of racism towards anybody. Hispanic, African American,
It's
Asian.
very mixed here.
Yeah, it's very diverse.
Oh, okay, yeah. I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But that doesn't mean it's not happening elsewhere. And
or even here.
Yeah, or even here. I might not see it, but someone might be living it. So it's important that for something like that, we have to be understanding and support those who feel uncomfortable and try to make them feel comfortable. Because everyone deserves to live in a world where
not being judged.
Yeah, nobody should be judged.
Yeah, or made less because of whatever they are, or who they are, or
what they believe
religion,
in, anything like that.
Oh, that stuff. I think inclusiveness.
Preach, Daniel.
We've, I think we've veered away from the topic that
we really weird.
We're talking about just changing names in the football teams and
Actually,
sports in general.
There's this thing I wanted to say earlier. I found this meme, and I'll try to post it on Instagram.
Instagram.
Yeah, Instagram.
Okay.
Instagram.
Okay, Grandpa. Instagram.
Where it shows females talking, their best friends supposedly, and they're like, "Oh my God, I love your shirt." And then one girl's like, "Okay, guys, I have to go. I have to go do something." And then the two girls are like, "God, she's so fake. Oh, God, did you see her skirt? It was so ugly." That kind of stuff, right? And then the guys are just like, you little girl, you." I don't know. I can't say that word.
You obviously have no friends.
You don't know how to joust around with guys?
Hey.
No, I know how to joust around, but I want to say stuff that I probably shouldn't be saying here.
Say it.
You said it already.
No, I didn't.
You little girl?
That's not what I say.
Okay.
But they're using actual harsh words at each other, and then he's like, whatever, you guys. And then he's like, I gotta go. He leaves, and then they look at each other, and they're like, he's a good guy. Yeah, Jeff's good people.
Yeah, man.
But it was just some dumb thing I saw on the internet. I'll see if I can find it and post it so you guys can see what I'm talking about.
That's actually pretty sexist, Daniel.
Yeah, Daniel.
I find that offensive.
Our 5 or 6 listeners that are from the opposite sex are going to find it very offensive. We apologize. He's going to be kicked out of the show. And we're going to welcome in Daniela.
Hashtag I'm with her.
To balance it out a little bit, yeah. No, but yeah. So that's a little bit of what we wanted to talk about. We are 48 minutes in, and what else do you want to talk about?
Yeah, well, you were sick, right?
I was sick. I got the coronavirus, but recovered it. I recovered it. I picked it up and then I recovered it like it's a gem. No, I recovered from it and kicked my butt. I got sick too, kicked her butt. But we're doing good. We're doing good. We're doing much better. I probably don't sound 100%. You may hear some coughing in the background. May have heard some coughing, but everything's good. We were in bed for a while, like 3-4 days.
Am I gonna get another nephew?
Nope. You're not getting any nephews anytime soon. Not for me as well.
As well?
Yeah, I mean either. For someone else maybe. But yeah, it was tough. So let's just take care of each other out there. Don't wear masks. That's what I mean.
Oh, okay. Well, say that.
Wear masks. Don't go out in large crowds. Follow the rules. Don't be an idiot like me.
Crowds.
Yeah, don't go out during lunchtime. Only during dinner.
This happened to me yesterday or last night. Late last night, Evelyn and I were craving cereal for some reason, So we didn't have any cereal or milk. So I was like, yeah, I'll go get some real quick. You know, I go to the store and I'm rushing in because it was like, I'd like to say it was like 10:50. I thought the store was going to close at 11. So I just got out of my car and rushed in. And I go in, this is a Giant, and I'm feeling pretty good. I'm feeling pretty confident because, you know, I had just worked out or whatever. So I'm going in and I see that one of the employees, he's kind of busy, you know, running around in the store, and he sees me.
Just running.
Yeah, just running. And he sees me, and then he just kind of keeps looking at me as he's walking past me. And I'm like, man, what was that? You know, I didn't pay much attention to it. I went and got the cereal, got the milk, and I was like walking around. Hey, what else can I get while I'm here? I'm walking, and then I get to the checkout, you know, the self checkout. And this is me trying to be careful. I use my pinky for all the transactions. So I use my pinky to touch everything, you know, the buttons, the touchscreen, everything. So I'm using my pinky. And as I am using my pinky, I realize, wait a minute, why am I doing this? Something is missing. And then I look to my left and I see the two other employees that are kind of waiting right at the end of the checkout, the self-checkout, you know, to make sure that, you know, that they help anyone that needs it. And they're wearing masks. And I'm like, oh, fuck. My mask. I didn't have a mask. And then thankfully I had this like little jacket that it had like a little snood or a little, you know, neck thing that you could pull up. It was actually purposely made for this, you know, so you know, winter you can, you know, stay warm while you play soccer. So then I thought, like, man, why didn't that guy say something? Like, I'm not trying to, and I felt like such a dick. I was like, man, like, I'm such an idiot. Because, like, the first time I see anyone, or when I see people post online,
without masks,
and they say, this is how you walk in, and, you know, this is how you can go in the store without wearing a mask, and they record themselves, and I feel like they're such losers, they're such idiots.
Why would anyone do that?
I don't know why, whatever. That's another story. But I felt like such an idiot, and I felt like, man, like, dude, like, if you saw me without a mask, all you had to do was like, excuse me, sir, do you have a mask on? Like, just like a friendly reminder, you know? Because, like, sometimes we're in a rush and we forget things. I forgot, and, I mean, you know.
Just all because you wanted cereal.
I mean, you gotta give your girl what she wants, man. And all hours of the day, whenever she wants.
What the hell's wrong with you?
But yeah, wear your masks. Don't be an idiot like Ronald. What was all about?
Well,
why were we talking about this?
Making a comeback.
Oh yeah, making a comeback. I'm back. No, we were talking about. Oh, we wanted to talk about shows that we were watching, or I was watching, and I was saying, yeah, that's what it was. Netflix was a good help when we were in bed with no energy to do anything but like maybe change the remote. Change the
remote. This one. Grab it, throw it away.
Nah, man. I mean, you use the remote, whatever. We watched Selena, the series.
Mm-hmm. Evan and I, we've been kind of watching that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. It's pretty good, Dave. I think you'd like it.
I didn't even like the movie. I don't even like her music. That's an unpopular opinion. I don't like her music. I didn't like her movie. Yeah. I just didn't like it.
It's alright. I mean, the music is alright. We grew up with it. I think Jota and I, when mom and dad listen, mom would listen a lot to
it. At parties you'd hear that.
Yeah, maybe I probably got, what's it called?
Fed up with it?
Well, yeah, I guess that's one way to put it. It's like hearing a popular song over and over and over and over again.
Yeah, it's true. Overdone.
Or at least that's how I felt, right, with this. Yeah. So I don't particularly think I'm going to watch that series.
I mean, yeah, and if you don't like her music, if you don't like her story, I mean, it's the show does give you more detail than the movie. It gives you a lot more insight into things, and I think the characters are played well. I don't know them. I don't know their real lives, and I'm assuming they were involved in the movie. The people that are actually alive still are helping develop the characters that are being played on screen. Mm-hmm. So. It was good. I mean, I like the interactions. It's a typical family. It's a family that, strives from zero. They practices.
You're really selling this movie.
I mean, it's a good story. Evelyn and I, we've been kind of watching it too. Evelyn's a big Selena fan.
Yeah.
She likes the this other girl from Argentina too, Hilda.
Yeah.
And for you Argentinian listeners, is Hilda. Oh, quick side story, guys. So Evelyn goes like, if we have a little girl, I think I'm gonna call her Hilda. And I was like, oh, cool, yeah, that's a cool name. And she was like, yeah. And I tell her, well, you realize that I'm gonna be calling her Hilda. And she goes like, yeah, that's cool. It kind of sounds like you're calling, Hilda, like my mom. It's like, yeah. And you do realize, too, that I'm going to be like, Hil. Hey, Hil, come here. And for non-Spanish speakers, Hil means like, I don't know, it's like a,
Dumb.
like idiot.
Yeah.
Anyways, that's a little side story. So she's a big fan of this Selena girl, right?
Wow.
Not cool enough for you, Daniel? So... maybe because she's a big fan, and me, myself, I'm not a big fan, but we were both nitpicking at everything when we were watching the series, just everything. Like she was saying, her body is, it doesn't look like her as much because she's really skinny compared to what Selena really was. Selena is more like typical Latino woman, who's like thick, bigger hips, I guess. And also the moves, the dancing, she was like, yeah, this girl does not know how to dance. I was like, really? I mean, I couldn't tell that, but she was like, yeah, she sucks at dancing. And then the lip syncing wasn't all that great either. I was just cracking jokes throughout the whole thing. I was like, well, actually, why isn't the guitar guy cutting his hair? Because in the movie, there's a big scene where, they grab him and they cut his hair. And, they didn't show that in this series. Anyways.
Wait, did it finish? With her. Well, never mind. You know what? No spoilers.
Yeah, watch it.
Want to watch it?
Yeah, watch it, Daniel.
Not me.
But anyways, I was going somewhere with this before I was interrupted.
Sorry, go on.
But overall, I think it's cool. I mean, it's not as developed as I wish it would have been. It's kind of like a low budget, kind of mid-low budget production, I think.
But it shows like things that I never knew, like the bus thing when they sleep in the
that's
in the
interesting.
floor, like because in the movie you just see that it's like almost like an RV.
It's not an RV?
Oh yeah, I mean
No.
it is, but like the way that they bought it, like they bought a really crappy, almost not working RV or bus.
It was like a busted up bus, like a bus, and then they slept like in like sleeping bags, I guess, in mattresses that they put across the whole like back of it.
Yeah.
There was nothing in there, and it was just them, and then it was like the whole band, which was crazy. I thought.
It sounds like a lot of fun.
It does.
Yeah, it
doesn't
is
it?
very fun.
But no, I mean it was different. That was different. The way that like they started playing at weddings, and then the the cans they used for that wedding. That was kind of funny.
Yeah, this movie and I guess the show in particular kind of like begs you to ask the question of like, if the dad wasn't so persistent or so trustworthy or so confident in the fact that his daughter or his family was going to be good in music, would Selena have ever happened? And is that something that should be pushed more? Because I know like in a lot of Asian cultures and like old school Latino culture too, the parents are very strict and they force you to do something, like whatever it is, maybe play an instrument or practice something or practice a certain sport. Like they really kind of force you, and then ultimately you maybe, because your parents force you to do something, you become really good at it, which in the future, helps you. Maybe you make a career out of it. So, and I wonder what you guys' thoughts are on that. Like, let your kid find out for himself, or push something onto him.
Go ahead, Dan. You have kids. Go ahead.
I mean,
tell us about your 1 million kids ready to.
No, I don't have kids. No, but I was gonna say like, our parents never really pushed me to do anything.
And look where we are.
Yeah, I know. Isn't it great?
Yeah, doing podcasts on your parents.
No, but I mean, like, the difference between you and me is that Dad saw your skill and he did push you to do sports, right? Or to do soccer.
He pushed me?
I mean, you wanted to, but Dad, like, always encouraged you to pursue it.
Yeah, I was an idiot. He always said stuff, you should do this, you should do that, and...
Oh, yeah. You didn't even play soccer in high school, and I'm pretty sure, like, you could have freaking been, like somewhere with soccer.
Yeah, I have a couple of stories that we can elaborate.
Well, we're gonna have to go into that a little later.
A little later?
Not right now. Next episode.
Yeah, next episode. But no, I think pushing your kids to be something or do something is important. But, the thing is finding that one thing they're good at, because you can't force something on someone unless they really want to, But I think there are cultures out there that do that. They force you to do something in order to do school. Does that make them happy because they're successful? Does it mean that they're happy? I don't know. It's tough because I've got 2 kids. I don't know. One of them is, I can see where he's going to go. And the other one, I don't know where he's going to go. He's 3 years old. He's a freaking, he's like a nightmare. He's poor Oliver, but he's
a mini dad.
He's the devil. He's the devil.
He's going to be a heartbreaker for sure.
Yeah, he's crazy. But, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't know where they're going to go, but I'm sure going to push him to, like, not just give up easy on things, right? That's the thing, the lesson. Because if you're not successful at first, it doesn't mean you're not good at it, because Jota, he took a while before he became really good at soccer.
Before he showed interest in soccer.
Yeah, and then once he did that for a long time, for a really long time. He would go out to the field. He continues to do that now, and, he's good at what he does. And, he enjoys it. He enjoys it, and that shows when he plays. People tell us all the time when, he's like he looks happy when and that's the truth. If you're happy at what you do, it's easier to do, right? It's a lot easier to do. So, I don't know. I think in that show, this series, you could tell that Selena likes to sing because he saw that. And then he saw that he could, bring something out of that with his family, and then it paid off. And, now they're still making money from her name, passed away a long time ago, but there's CDs, there's, music videos, there's music that still is made, and then shows like this, movies that was made.
Yeah, they're still getting paid for all that.
Yeah, books, all of that. So, I mean, it's one way to do it. I don't know that I would force.
It's a gamble, man. It's a gamble. If you think about it, it's a gamble.
Business?
No. Just so pushing your kid to do something that you think that they're good at.
Yeah.
A lot of times what happens is that let's just say that you try to become a certain, like a musician, and you have all these failed hopes and dreams, but you project that onto your kid. And because you're blinded by your love of music or sport or whatever, you do everything it is. You invest all your money and time into your kid, but your kid has no clue what music or sport is. So you end up just losing money, and then maybe the poor kid, he's being forced to do something that he doesn't enjoy or doesn't like or is not even good at. It's tough making that call. I know a lot of I've heard many stories of like parents who they were maybe like semi-pro soccer players in their countries. They moved to the U.S. because they couldn't make it. Maybe they got injured, and they had to support their families somehow. So they come to the U.S. and what they do is they work, they make money, and then they send their kids at an early age to countries like Argentina and Brazil, just so that they could become pros. I mean, maybe the kid likes soccer, but maybe they're being blind. The parent is being blind to the fact that he's just obsessed with, maybe continuing his failed dreams through his kid. So it's hard. It's
a topic that we could discuss further in a later episode. But I mean, right now we've run out of time.
Have we?
Yes.
I didn't know you were the timekeeper.
I've been pointing at it for the past 5 minutes.
I thought you were showing off your new computer, Mr. Apple fanboy.
Yeah, Apple fanboy.
Oh, weirdos.
All right, but no, he's right. We have spent the last hour and a half. I was going to say hour and 3 minutes talking about different things in sports, movies.
This is a more serious episode.
No, we did talk about serious stuff.
Yeah, why not?
But it's fun. It was fun.
It's fun. Yeah.
I enjoyed it. It was fun to talk about serious stuff, grown-up stuff, right?
I'm sure. That's what the people want to hear.
That's what the people want to hear.
Don't forget to like or dislike, comment on anything you hear we say or whatever.
Everyone's welcome to disagree with what anything that we say, because I don't have the final say. Ronald, Daniel, you guys don't have the final say. It's all opinions.
This is all our opinion. But like, I mean, if you guys want to hear more of this kind of thing, let us know, because I mean, we could talk more about this, or if you guys want to go back to the comedic. Damn it! Comedic. I can't talk today. Comedic stuff. Yeah, we could definitely do that too. I mean, just let us know.
Sounds like you're the only one advocating for that, Daniel. This was a fun episode for me.
I like this episode. It was a serious topic. But anyway, we're running out of time.
We went over time, but next time we'll be talking about more of.
I don't know, man.
Oh, Daniel doesn't know, so we'll figure it out.
We could talk, I mean, I think a good topic would be video games and kind of transitioning from esports.
Sure.
Yeah,
definitely.
Video games.
We could talk about how the EA Sports is going into the Olympics.
Possibly. Oh, for real? Yeah, I heard of that.
Possibly.
That's actually very nice.
There you go. Everybody get ready, buckle up.
Thank you, sweeties.
Yeah, sweetie pies, you guys take care. Have a good night.
See you next time.
Don't forget to shop at 30 Meat.